Good morning, everybody here in Ratnaling. Today we are on session 5 and 6 from Kumye Meditation, Mind at Ease. I'll say I saw you printed out that email we sent you. So nice. Thank you so much. Somebody is reading. And there is a lot of to discuss and to practice and to go through, but we will focus only right now on joy. So it's a very big topic in Kumye, joy. And let's open your Kumye book. I hope you everybody has a book. Yes? Let's wait. Maybe you need to run to your shell and get it. Can somebody show? Oh, okay. Guda has and Ignacio has already, right? No, it's one thing is, also always the theory and practice. These are two legs. We how to go through. Then theory needs to be always a little bit forward. We need to direct mind, then mind not going and default where it used to go. Okay, ready? First book. Okay, let's start. If we experience joy, we are underneath the patterns woven in the mind. That's in the session. And how do we get there? And let's explore a little bit in first book. And there's 2 pages all about joy. Let's open page 11. And in middle of that page, there is a sentence. The senses open new channels. We will jump from one sentence to other. I will kind of a little bit will pause that you can find. There is just paragraph, full paragraph starts in middle of page, and in right in the middle of that paragraph there is the senses open new channels and dimensions of sensation, releasing joyful feelings. That's what we're looking for. That's number one. Senses open new channels, releasing joyful feelings. Did you find? That is one sentence. And we go down where is a second full paragraph down, and it starts when we truly use our senses. When we truly use our senses. And then 2 lines down, we become fully awake. If you like, you can line those words. We become fully awake. And now let's turn the page 13. That is a full with sentences to learn by heart. On top of page 13, the first sentence, but we jump in the middle by fully exercising our senses. Do you see? There is by fully exercising our senses, and then 3 lines down, the joyful sensation comes. By fully exercising our senses, and a little bit down, the joyful sensation come. And then same page. Or let's jump backwards, page 12 in middle. As we fully exercise our senses, the joyful sensation come. There in middle, Rinpoche describes exercise using seeing. And that exercise is more developed in details in Joy of Being. But then that middle paragraph, when seeing, it starts, when seeing we lightly concentrate. But that paragraph ends. Seeing then becomes vision, a constant expression of vital totality. As we use our senses, to joyful sensation come, seeing becomes expression of vital totality. And then we jump right across the page, right same lines in middle of page 13. We live within a sense of freedom of a vital totality. That's what we're looking for. Did you experience in your life? And Rinpoche starts all this book, first page, first paragraph. Do you remember times in your childhood when you had experience of total vitality, you could, I remember from my childhood, like I would run like, you know, these dogs, young puppies, they run like around without exhaustion and they not getting out of the breath. And it's so joyful, never losing energy or becoming tired. This is what described here. We live within a sense of freedom, a vital totality. One line above, we discover the joy of exercising without effort. Would you like to experience that's all kumye about? We do exercise without effort. And how do we get there? And now we go to the main famous sentence all the way down on page 13. As soon as the body and breath are sufficiently calm, it means we will go a little bit here in this session, what we are actually practicing. And I would add after this two words, body and breath are sufficiently calm, and I would add which one you like more, by fully exercising our senses, or which was on previous page, when we truly use our senses. I would add these three words, as soon as the body and breath are sufficiently calm, when we truly use our senses, immediately, almost magically, the joyful feeling arises. Let's just note that joy is an indicator. We are beneath, we are below the patterns woven in the mind. That's what we experience. There is no more filters. There is no more labels. We can express feelings freely, express our vital totality. Be free to exercise without effort. And in this class, Arnaud is giving in session 5, there's the steps. And let's quickly go through them. We did already, even in each class, we start with creating inner space. Of course, we activate the flow of feeling and we change the pattern of the breath. And we practice again, it's like for 2 years while we do these morning classes, there is a main focus, slow, even, and gentle or soft. And what's happening in one of these classes, we turn your fingers towards your heart, hold the breath, and it flows all the way down to the base of the trunk. And we will focus a little bit this morning, we get its natural rhythm on the base of the trunk. Breath gets its rhythm. And a little bit about the rhythm. There is a very nice example we've used many, many times. All experiences, they become, they grow, they mature, and they decay and disappear. And the new experience starts. And the closest thing we can practice is our breath. It becomes, it grows, and then it disappears and comes next wave. As we practice seeing, Rinpoche suggests you can practice with the daylight. It rises, the morning dawn comes up, and then there's a bright light during the day, and then it starts to disappear. That's how we flow through the day. If we are aware, if we follow that rhythm, and then there is a bigger rhythm, there is a smaller rhythm. That's how we are learning. And here in this practice, we integrate body and mind by slowing down the breath, by tuning in the rhythm of the breath, integrating body and mind. And today we would use one of the senses, seeing. We integrate the seeing, opening to the flow and opening to the rhythm. Then we are beyond the patterns. We are experiencing joy. Experience deepens and expands. Good? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Carmen, let's start.
Yeah.
Let's come on our feet. And let's start by inhaling and exhaling a little bit, enjoying filling your whole chest, your belly with the fresh air. Inhale all the way, arms above the head. Open your armpits. And then as you exhale forward and down, a little bit slow down. We use physical movement to deepen, to slow down the breath first. As you're down a little bit, spread your fingers wider apart and hiss all air out of the belly. Very nice, very nice. And let's do one more time. Inhale, a little bit pause, upwards position. Feel you're opening your armpits, your chest, your rib cage. Look up. Again, spread your fingers wide apart. Touch the center of the sky and exhale. Was too long? Or you come nauseous? That's the indicator. Energy is not flowing. Okay, and down. Hiss all air out. A little bit is a force. And then come up. Okay, we have different tempos, each of us. We come up and now move casually from side to side. Exhale to the side, inhale center. Okay, maybe too fast. Just wave a little bit with your arms, like a little bit like a grass in the desert, flowing in the wind. From side to side, join the breath. Can you start to practice a little bit as you do it, like casually? Even breath through nose and mouth, distributed upwards and downwards. Exhale. A little bit loosen your arms, your chest. And release back to center. Let the arms flow to the sides. Place them on your hips. Spread your legs wide apart. More wide, wider. And turn to the right. Start to bend your knee and arch backwards. Arch backwards. More, more. Look up to the ceiling. More. Can you do a little almost crazy, arching back? Like exaggerate, you are going to almost to fall down. If you are younger, you can express it. Very nice. Open the chest, arch back. And inhale to the center. Turn to the other side. Okay, let's do on the breath. Exhale, down and arch back. As you inhale, come to the center. Head is back and chest is high. Slow motion. And stay concentrated. You pay attention. You stay with the movement. Flow from side to side. Exhaling as you bend your knee and open your chest. Arch back, arch back. A little bit more. Okay, maybe it's painful, but that's the way to do it. And down, a little bend your knees. Okay, then inhale. Last time. Exhale slowly and go deeper, more down. It's really uncomfortable and exhale to hold the posture. Okay, come up. Turn to the center. Bring your legs together. Release arms from the torso and one more time. Inhale all the way up. And exhale down. 3 times your tempo. Slow down, slow down. Deep inhale and now slow down, exhale and hiss again, little bit hiss. 3 times. Join the flow, even, smooth, without sharp edges of your breath. And last time, bend forward and down, stay down. Fully exhale and place your flat hands on the floor. If you need, you bend the knees. Full flat palm. Very nice. And now start a little bit step with your heels. Step with your heels. No, step with your heels. If you need, you go a little bit. Oh, that's something different. You stand on your heels. But my intention was that you are stepping your heels, lifting off the floor your heels. Oh. Yes, and step and stretch back of the legs. Look at me a little. Oh. Feel the stretch in your legs. Okay, perfect. Feel stretch. Relax the shoulders. And now stop. Reach with your heels towards the floor and inhale deep in the belly. And for a brief moment, hold the breath. Let it spread throughout. And as you release, bring your hands closer to your toes and start to roll up. A little bit shake your shoulders. A little bit more vigorously, a little bit more vigorously. There is nothing holding anymore. Shake it out, shake it out. And a little bit now by bending your knees all the way down. Okay, and a little bit your legs. As you want to kick away, you like shake down and all tension goes away from your legs. Okay. And stop, yeah, brief moment. Just stand still and let your tension settle down. Is there something moving? There is a lighter body in your physical body. You may imagine that your physical heaviness sinks all the way down in the earth, and there is something still light, like evaporating, gently moving around, circulating. Make connection with that inner movement of your experience. It's life. Life in the body. It's you. And through nose and mouth, make connection with the breath, with the feeling. You may notice the quality of your breath. With each inhale, it brings all what's around you, environment, feeling of your room, of your country you're living in. And it flows through entire your system, filling each cell, each pore. And by joining your inner flow, it starts to soothe, to massage from within. Can you feel the flow of feeling joined by breath reach all the way down till your feet, sole of your feet? And then through the front, it comes all the way up, touching the roof of your head, as if each hair would tingle by touched by the breath with flowing feeling. And then it flows down through the spine, if you like, all the way down to your feet. And it keeps flowing, circulating, awakening, soothing, touching. We are ready to start Kumye. Now let's make your knees a little bit wider as you're accustomed to sit. If you can, you touch the floor with your knees. And back straight. And breathe softly. Let's establish. We already made connection with the inner experience. Now, again, just one more time. Through nose and mouth. Tongue is touching upper palate. You give a curve to your breath, distributed through central column and the side channels. If it means something for you, left and right, and it joined in base of the trunk. And now slide your hands towards your hips, where legs and your torso meet. There is a crease. Heels of your palms goes in and fingers pointing towards the knees. And start to push your hands against your thighs as your arms straighten. You lift your shoulders slightly, and then if you push stronger, even more, finally as high as you can. And let your head relaxes, neck relaxes between the shoulders. And now slightly tighten your buttocks. And very important is your intention. what you say. Rise energy up in your chest. Up, up. Push down your hands. Rise your energy up. Raise your energy up. As you start to release your hands, release. Slowly energy flows down the spine. Let it go all the way down to the bottom. Touch abdominal floor and then again start to push. Tighten buttocks a little bit. Tighten your belly. Let your energy flows up in your chest. And start to release. Let it flow down. And one more time. Push again. Against. Straighten your arms. Buttocks. Belly. Delicately tight. And now let's join the breath while you push up. Breathe very deep and long. Let's stay in this position very deep and long. Now, as you start to release, let your attention slide, joined by breaths down through spine. Take your time, slowly relax. Your sense of space expands from beneath. Let feeling experience go in to the expanding space, simply by taking time. As your attention settles on the base of the trunk, each inhale becomes a new, fresh experience. It grows, matures, nourishes, satisfies all your embodiment, and then it disperses. Follow, and there is a brief moment for nothing, and then it comes from beneath. Join that rhythm. From beneath, from the bottom of your experience, from the root. And let's do one more time. If you need, you slide again, hands close to your torso, press against your thighs, straighten as high as you can. And now inhale, again tighten your belly slightly, and hold the breath. 20 seconds, your attention down, deepen, as if you go through the layers of experience. Hold the breath. 10 seconds more. Go through. Slow down the rhythm. And now slowly extend as long as you can. Follow. Release. Follow. Being still. Experience changes. You go in. Below your current level. Feeling, breath, and mind. Touching, nurturing feeling. Stay with it. It expands. It has a rhythm. We are going to change your position. Can you stay on bottom of your experience as you come on your feet? Just pause a little bit. We are going to change. And then move as there is an impulse of your movement to come up. Very nice. Imagine you are on a stage of experience. Everybody is seeing all beings, and you flow on the feeling experience. Okay, establish again as you change one more time. Just be sure. Breathing through nose and mouth. Feel your feet on the ground. Your top of your head is open. I know with inhale we will do on one inhale. Slide your hands in your armpits, fingers pointing down, and at the same time you bend your knees, widen a little bit space between your knees, spread, 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 and start to look up. Tighten your buttocks, and imagine now what we pushed to the chest, now through the throat goes in the center of your head, behind your eyes. Hold, it becomes lighter. And release your hands, release the breath slowly. Slide down and feel connection. Your trunk and center of the head, it lightens. Touch the seeing. Still. From beneath. As breath feeling. And now it touches the seeing. Wakens your experience. Your seeing changes. Just gently by touching. There is a flow of movement. It rises and touches seeing. And one more time, inhale. It's one movement. You slide your hands in, bend your knees, widen space between, and start to look up, open chest. Knees, bend the knees. Bend the knees deeper. And hold. Bright light in center of the head. Tighten buttocks. Ten seconds. And slowly release. Let seeing sinks down in your body. Without trying to possess it, without any fixed goal, almost not caring. Let it sink deep down in your body. And one more time. Inhale, slide your hands. Bend knees wide, chest open, look up, hold the breath, 30 seconds. Bright light behind your eyes, as if breath from the trunk touches the seeing, as you hold the breath in your seeing. It's not located. There is a seeing experience, it already slides down. There is a bright light. 10 seconds more, as if breath is touching the seeing. And start to release. Again, let your seeing join by breath, feeling sinks through the spine to the base of the trunk. Follow. Let it settle down. Make connection with the energy of the seeing, joined by feeling and breath. It has a rhythm. It becomes, grows, matures, and then slowly disappears. Extending, deepening, sink down. Deeper. You may join the subtle motion, join with seeing, breath, and feeling. It's like flat surface. It has a rhythm to it. Step gently with your right leg forward. Gently, not so much, a little bit. And not a little bit less. Just like 10 inches forward. And now turn your left to the left toes facing to the left. Your heels on one line, like you make 90 degrees. Be sure, 90 degrees between your left foot and right. A nice graceful gesture. Place your hands on your shoulders sideways. Okay, we will exercise left side, right side, but it's just to make energy to flow, to circulate. Start to bend at the waist forward. Join the seeing. Imagine the seeing from the base of the trunk is traveling. There is a subtle movement. You join the movement. And then you go to your left with your head to left knee. You know this exercise. Interacting body and mind. Now interact breath, sensations. seeing, body and mind. And when you're up, arch slightly back. Nice fluent movement to the right. And again, go to your right knee down. 3 big circles. Slow down, slow down, slow down. There is a more to experience. Explore, there is a rhythm from deep beneath, below. We want to discover the joy of exercising without the effort. And seeing becomes a vision. Constant expression of vital totality. We let the joyful sensation to come. A last circle. Arch back, pause a little bit in this position. Feel the movement as if it keeps going from underneath. It's opening your experience. There is a breath, there is a tension, and rest in that moment. No end, no beginning. As if your life moves. And it's pleasurable. Release your arms, nice graceful gesture, opening, seeing all directions. There is no source, there is a seeing. Bring your right leg in, turn your left, and now gracefully step forward, and now turn your right. Same thing to the other side. And again with a grace, slow, rhythmic. Place your hands. And without stopping, slow down the movement. Let your feeling flow with the seeing. There is a movement, there is a rhythm. Something is awakening. Something is communicating. Joy to live. Joy to do kumye without effort. last circle. Briefly pause. Trunk, center of the head. A flowing feeling joined with seeing, and gracefully, rhythmically, as experience rippling to all directions. From the base of the trunk, release the posture of your legs. 3 brief moments, stand very still. Is there something dancing? Like on the edge of the flame? That means we are underneath. Beyond. In. Let's set. Being still. And something from deep within comes forward. Let these words vibrate in your experience. Seeing then becomes vision. Vision. Constant expression of vital totality. Breath and body sufficiently calm. And we fully exercising the seeing. Joyful feeling arises like a dancing on the edge of the flame. We are beneath. We are beyond. Experience deepens and expands, and naturally. It has a rhythm to it. Feel your hands. And let's join in closing gesture. Thank you for being together, practicing this precious teaching. Thank you so much. Let's join Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Jim.